Hey guys, random Friday afternoon live video. Um, I know that some of you are going to take a minute to tune in, but I just wanted to take an opportunity to tell you guys about some Black Friday specials I have going on, and also tell you about my newest course that just came out, the 50 acrylic pour techniques. And I wanted to answer any questions you guys might have about my courses, about the difference in the courses that I have. So let me just go ahead and I'm going to get the comments pulled up on my computer real quick. Just make sure I don't miss any. So if you have any questions, get them ready. Say hi as you tune in. Hope everyone in the US here had a great Thanksgiving yesterday. All right, there we go. I'm so bad at these thumbnail things. I'm always like, do I want to be like, or like, anyways. Hey Dana, hey WG, Meg, Crystal, Charlene, Pina, Raylene, Shauna, Rose one? Roseanne? I don't know. Okay. I did my best. All right. So you can ask me anything, but I primarily want to just take any questions about my courses, which just real quick, if you look in the description, there's a link to my latest course as well as links to my Etsy store with my Black Friday specials. I'm just going to go through all of my courses kind of start to finish, and you can let me know any questions that you guys have. So I have my free acrylic pour quick start guide, and that's free. You can sign up for it, take it, and not pay any money ever. It's yours to have. So that is on my website under online courses, and that covers just literally like, I want to get started acrylic pouring today. What do I need? Like, I've never done it before. I don't get what's happening. I hear so and so talk about all these materials. I'm confused. I just want to start. So that's what that course is for. It's really short. It's just one long video basically, but it goes over just some real basics about mixing paint and then a couple techniques. It's quick and easy and free. Then you have the newest course that I just came out with, which is 50 acrylic pour techniques. And this is a technique only course. It presupposes you are already acrylic pouring. So you could take that quick start course and then do this course. Or if you're already acrylic pouring, you could just jump right into this one. And that is on sale right now for $47, normally $79. So sign up for it right now. It's such a good price. If you look at some other similar art courses, they may teach like one technique for $100 or whatever. So I'm pretty happy with the pricing. I made it as affordable as humanly possible. Gail said, watching your videos got me started and I absolutely love it. Awesome. Okay, then if you want to get more into depth in the actual like basics of acrylic pouring, that's the online acrylic pour workshop. That goes over really like in depth into paint mixing, and I do mean like in depth with glue, with Floetrol, different pouring mediums. So Claire, the acrylic pour quick start guide is just for any beginner. The online acrylic pour workshop, the one I'm telling you about right now, is great for beginners as well. It is really kind of in depth, start to finish, everything you would need to know about acrylic pouring, minus the 50 techniques. It doesn't go into it doesn't have all the techniques, or it would be an extremely long course. But it goes really into depth on paint mixing, the materials you need, how to set up your space for acrylic pouring. It does have some of the techniques in there. And then it goes over how to seal your paintings, including with resin or with, spray sealers, different ways to seal your paintings, how to finish the backs of them so that the backs look all beautiful. Yes, definitely the book also is great. That's the paint pouring workshop on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other bookstores. And then there's also a whole troubleshooting guide on the online acrylic pouring workshop. So, I can't get cells. What's up with that? Or my paint cracked as it dried. Why? That goes over all the basics you could need to know about acrylic pouring. And I do mean like really in everything except for that 50 techniques. So if you want to know more techniques that are even covered in that course, sign up for the 50 acrylic pour techniques also. Lastly, we have Fluid Art That Sells. Now that course is specifically geared towards people that actually want to make a business out of their art. And that teaches some acrylic pouring techniques and resin art techniques, the ones that I have noticed sell the most. So if you're interested in making side income or a full-time business out of being an artist, I highly, highly recommend that. And it goes over not only these techniques that sell the best and how to make them, it has a massive, massive business section, which goes over how to photograph your art, how to price your art, how to build up your social media, you know, and where should you sell your art, all kinds of things like that. So it's a massive, massive business section. And these also have private Facebook groups. The free course doesn't have the private Facebook group, but all the paid courses do, where you can meet up with your other students. You can ask more questions. I try to give those groups as much one-on-one support as I can. Now, obviously, if you think about it, if 5,000 people sign up for a course, I can't give 5,000 people one-on-one support. So that's the reason for these private groups, so that you'll have more of a chance to ask questions of other students, and then also I'll answer as much as possible. Dana, I think you're talking about the Fluid Art That Sells course. She said, how much for that one? I'm just going to go through all the prices really quick. So the acrylic pour quick start guide, that one's free. Then the 50 acrylic pour techniques, that one's on sale right now for $47. Normal price will be $79. Then online acrylic pour workshop is $147. And then the Fluid Art That Sells is $497. I'm pretty sure that's right. So just keep in mind, especially if you're doing the Fluid Art That Sells one, you need to think of it as a business expense, not as a luxury. You know, you're not buying something just for fun. And if you think about the return you'll get off of that, if you sell, let's say, 2 paintings, depending on how much you sell them for, then you'll have made up the cost for the course. So it's definitely an investment, I think. And I think the cost, it's actually worth way more than that. So anyways, then of course, if you're interested in my art, I have all of my art 40% off on my Etsy store. And then everything in my Etsy store is on sale, including the split cups. So if you don't have a split cup now, today is the day to get it. Or have your spouse buy it for you, or a friend or a family member for Christmas or something. It makes a great stocking stuffer. So today is the day to get it. Black Friday. Biggest sale ever. Yeah. So I thought I would just clarify some questions about the courses and the difference between the courses, because some people think, oh, I can just sign up for one and that will include everything. There's actually not one course that includes everything. At some point, I'll probably make a whole package of them, but I don't have that one coming up yet. Do you ever get to the point where you don't feel like you're wasting paint? I can't get past that. I never feel like I'm wasting paint. So, I gave you, don't worry, I gave you the sale price with the cups. So you're good. I already gave you, if you look on your invoice, there's that 10% off of the cups already. So don't even worry about it. Cool. Yeah. But if you do feel like you're wasting paint, first of all, you can actually add up the cost. Okay, how much, if it's a cost thing, like, because there could be different reasons you feel like that. If it's a cost thing, like I feel like I'm spending too much money on this, well, then you might want to actually start selling or gifting the pieces. And then it's like, okay, I spent $5 in paint on this and I'm selling it for $30. So it's still a profit. So you can either do that or, because I do this even though I do sell the paintings, you take every little scrap. So I have my, one second. This is my leftover paint cup, okay? I always do this with any leftover paint whatsoever. I save it up, and then that makes a really cool painting in the end. So that way you have zero waste with anything left in the cups or the bowls. You're going to have no waste there. Now with the runoff paint, that you'd need to just make it into other projects. And actually probably tomorrow, I'm going for tomorrow, I will have a new acrylic pour skin project video, which is going to be super inclusive. So it's going to have bookmarks, magnets, jewelry. I'm going to do a book cover. I even bought a laminator just for this video so that I can make the bookmarks properly, because people hate when I make them with packing tape, even though I think that's totally valid. You can use them in coasters. Like if you also do resin, you can use the acrylic skins in some resin coasters. You can, yeah, do all kinds of things, okay? Faith said, what's a good how to use YouTube tutorial? Like you need to learn how to use YouTube, you mean? Like how to build a YouTube channel or how to watch videos or how to... I need a little more information on that one. Okay. Jennifer said, hasn't started yet, but bought the split cup and paints. That's awesome. Gail makes jewelry with the paint skins. Absolutely awesome. Faith, that wasn't, I asked like 3 questions. It wasn't a yes or no question. Do you need to know how to use Facebook as a viewer or, okay, build the channel. So I go into that briefly on the Fluid Art That Sells course, but not so much. Veronica, are you still here? I have a whole nother channel. It's called The Business of Art. And in that channel, I teach how to build a YouTube channel, including literally just from the start of like, how do you even make one? How to build up your social media. So how to like make a Facebook page, how to, you know, build up your Instagram, all that kind of stuff. Okay, I don't know if Veronica's here. I'll grab the link for you. 1 second. This was kind of just a surprise live. Yeah, so that one's called The Business of Art. I'm not as good with posting on it as I should be. I do my best. Here is the link. It's called The Business of Art. So you can also just search that. Abby said, what's the best paint to buy if on a budget? So if you're not working on selling your art and therefore don't really mind if you're using super cheap paint, the dollar store has paint. You can use Craft Smart paint from Michaels or Apple Barrel paint from Walmart. I mean, there's a lot of cheap paints out there. If you're considering actually selling your pieces, I would use higher quality. And there's higher quality that's even pretty inexpensive, like the these guys. The Artist Loft acrylic paint. These are pretty inexpensive. If you want to go a step up from that, you can go to the Liquitex Basics, which I think are a little bit more expensive and a little bit better. But yeah, also depends on what kind of stores and stuff you have around you. So, all right. I think I'm going to sign off because I'm going to go do some videos for you guys. But does anyone have any more questions before I go? Any other questions about the courses? Maybe not sure which one you should sign up for. You can also always email me. My email is info@thepainterinu.com. I'll put that right here. So if you have any questions, you can always email me. You can also message me on Facebook or Instagram. I do my best at getting back to my messages as quickly as possible. Just realize there are a lot of them. So, thank you, everybody. Thanks, Mama Jan. Thanks, Vamp. Thanks, Mina. Rachel, if you look in the description of this video, it says right there, sign up for the courses. I'll get the general course link for you really quick. This one has all the courses on it. And yes, I am working on Christmas cards this year. Hopefully I won't be too late. I'm definitely behind. So I'm going to have like a mad dash in the next couple weeks. But yeah, I'm trying to also do as many like ornament and Christmas videos for you guys as possible. And I will have a Christmas wine glass paint night coming up soon. So I'll let you guys know about that ahead of time so you can get the materials if you want to follow along. It'll just be a live paint night on here. And otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Whoops. Wrong button.